And it's the Willroar Newsance Show. Coming to you live, but not really live.
Live in the bizzle.
It is live to us.
It's not edited. Wink, wink, wink.
But we also have big stories to bring and share.
The big news that you all want to hear.
But not just that. Even Willroar Newsance news.
Like personal things.
What? I'm just giving an update on the show structure, okay? Shush.
I have an extra testicle.
So, you see what's happening? The Willroar Newsance Show is going to be for stories and news, and we're going to be releasing our reviews as their own separate little snippets, so you can jump straight to that if you want, or you can listen to us banner. You know, so
Stuff
these
like
won't
that.
be like kind of crazy long by YouTube standards. Nuisance, don't butt in. I'm giving YouTube standards.
Oh my gosh.
We're not on SoundCloud. We're not on iTunes. We're not normal podcasts. We're solely relying on YouTube for people to look at our cover art, the name, and the length, and to say, yeah, I want to click on that. Okay, so so it's a bit harder for people to get people to listen to us. So, for the YouTubers, we are giving you faster content, sleeker,
quicker,
sexier, better. Yes. So, welcome to the new and improved Willroar Newsance Show with no theme.
New and improved.
We still have no theme.
We're still trying to figure out the improved part, but they're definitely new.
Well, it's shorter, it's quicker, so that's like an
was
improvement.
fine, but whatever.
Okay, so you look at like the two people who view this, and you say that's okay. You gotta dream bigger, Sonny.
I want you all to go on Twitter and say hashtag I'm with Willroar or hashtag I'm with Newsance on the time.
Oh, I'm so excited to see that. There'll be one person who will hashtag both and be like, why is this show still being made? That will be the only thing on Twitter. That will be our introduction to Twitter. We'll be that jerk.
What is it? What is this even like?
So, to start off,
you guys suck. You're gay and virgins.
Well, somebody actually disliked the show. There's a dislike.
Really?
Yeah. Because I actually pay attention to the YouTube channel.
Whoa.
Mr. Newsance over there.
Mr. Marketing Analyzer person.
Yeah, I was a marketing manager for a comedy website once. It was like I didn't get paid, but like somebody actually trusted me to like use their money to run advertising campaigns for them. So yeah, I give a shit about this type of stuff. Okay? But Willroar is yelling again.
I'm not yelling. You're yelling.
That's what I said. Willroar. Is your name Willroar?
Yeah.
No, your name is Newsance. I'd at least keep the fake names right.
Oh my gosh.
So, I hate you.
Love you too, Will.
So we both have had interesting weeks. We're both young college men out on the prowl, out on the city, seeing what lurks below.
I am the tiger.
Like Magic 2014 Duel of the Planewalkers on Steam. That is why I sit on the prowl. So you see,
okay.
I like Magic.
Yes.
I like card games.
He does.
I've been watching a lot of Hearthstone, which is pissing me off because I can't play, but I really want to.
So sad.
I've been getting into like this craving for a card.
No one said you couldn't pay thousands of dollars for one of the beta keys on eBay. I mean, really.
Yeah, because I have like $300 just lying around that I wouldn't be spending on like important stuff like food.
Yeah, like I mean, who buys food
or gas, or living expenses? Poo to that. No, so I was like, and I was looking at Scrolls for a bit, but it's like $21 to buy in, and I'm poor. And you see, but recently on Steam.
Sorry.
Okay,
Mojang.
In defense of Scrolls, what I see, Mojang basically said, we're gonna take our favorite parts of card games and make them as complex as they can be, but they're trying to add more depth. Like they're trying to make a more intricate system, but it's also making it like, wow, that is an overcomplicated way to play a card game.
Yes.
And Hearthstone is the exact opposite, where they're taking their favorite parts, but they're trying to streamline them as quickly and easily and as fast and as entertaining as possible. And I think they're both fair approaches, but Scrolls will never be much of a commercial success.
No.
It is a niche thing built to be a niche forever and ever. But anyways, I couldn't even afford that because I didn't feel like it.
Nope, you didn't feel like it.
So I was looking on Steam, and recently, because I actually had Steam cards that I got from playing stuff, so I'll just sell these. I'm never gonna get any money. I had like $2.50 from them. I'm like, okay, we got $2.50 off anything in the store.
Yeah.
And then there's Magic 2014. That's apparently new and improved.
And sitting there.
And it's $10 and or $7.50 for me. And I'm thinking,
its body is ready.
That's like 2 packs of Magic cards for an entire game. So I did it. I did the deed. And I bought it. Silly trading cards from Team Fortress 2 and Awesome Nuts. Well, actually, some items from Team Fortress 2 as well. So I get it. It starts out well. Yeah. It's good. It's fun. It is a faithful recreation of Magic. Playing the actual gameplay is really solid.
Yep.
They've really worked in the breaks so you can actually use counter spells effectively, unlike previous versions. So it functions. It works. It's happy. I get into sealed play, which is, once again, that's where you're building a deck from scratch from packs. It's good stuff. It's actual deck construction. Everything's going well.
Yep.
Like, man, I'm so happy I did this. I'm having so much fun. And then...
I love in your voice.
And then...
Like having so much
I was
fun.
going through the sealed campaign, which you go through the campaign to unlock more packs to be able to use more cards. And I was using the Evil Dead deck, which is red and green and monstrous.
I thought it was black and green.
Isn't that what I said?
You said red and green.
Oh. I'm in black and green. I don't... Well, okay, well, actually, I'm working with the red and black deck. It's beginning to look
a lot like Christmas.
I'm working with the red and black deck currently, but that doesn't deal with the story. So back when I was doing black and green, when I was doing the Evil Dead deck, you fight Liliana.
Such a perfect name.
It is.
So great. Anyways.
One of the sealed campaign, one of the opponents is Liliana, which is a mono black deck.
Yes, black.
Which means it's annoying. Which is fair. My deck is annoying. It's okay. And I am getting demolished. But it's not even like normal demolishing.
No,
I mean, that happened once. I mean, there was one time when I only got like 2 points on her before she killed me. But it was bad. You see, because she had all the same dirty tricks as I did.
All of them.
We shared a lot of similar tricks. Just problematic. So I would have her down to like 13 health, and I'd be like, I'm at 27. Oh yeah, I've won this. Yeah. And then 10 minutes later, I'm dead, and she has like 20 health. And this didn't just frustrate me. I was like, because money's tight, I try not to spend a lot of money. Buying a game is a special thing nowadays. Right. I mean, I get games because I'm a game creep, but that's it's currently like in personal free time with not having to write a review. Gaming is special,
right?
And I wanted this to work, and it was working. I was having fun. It was going well, but this computerized monster of ones and zeros was just destroying my fun, destroying all my hopes and dreams. I went on for hours. I kept changing the deck. I was like going in like, okay, green and white, or white and red, just like, twitching the entire time. Like getting so furious. And Newsance is trying to like, oh, you want to play Castle Crashers with friends and be social.
Yeah, me and my friend we were playing Castle Crashers. I'm like, Will, we're playing Will, you love Castle Crashers.
Like,
Will,
no!
Don't you remember Castle Crashers? Will?
No! I don't remember anything since the great magic coming. I know nothing since before the war against Liliana. I am a barren husk of my own being, facing Liliana. I am Willroar. And that was the entire night. Like, I was, like, coming in.
That was a perfect reenactment by Willroar of actual events.
Like, I would come and say, like, no! Castle Crasher has to wait! I have to kill Liliana first! It's the last thing I do. And I went on and on.
We were playing Castle Crashers on Steam, and he kept messaging me on his attempts of like what attempt he was on of trying to get Lily on. It was like he was like third attempt. I see this message in the right hand corner of my screen. Third attempt. Fourth attempt. Fifth attempt.
We got up to what, 7th or 8th?
You got to 7th attempt.
Yes, 7th attempt.
And then you just didn't care about messaging me.
I stopped.
You're just
it went on for a few more
I don't
matches.
even care.
But finally, at the end of this epic saga, like me wasting away. Wait, was it Friday night? No, it was Thursday.
It's Thursday night.
Yeah, okay. The night I have to wake up really early for my only morning class. I'm just wasting away. But then the magic came in the dumbest way possible. I was just destroying. I was just amazed. Like, she's only brought out like 1 or 2 creatures. She only has like 2 or 3 lands. What's happening? Like, I didn't believe it. Like, no. Like, this is a game. It's like a mental. The computer has learned to play mental games. It's screwing with me. It's gonna pull out like 9 land in one turn and like destroy me. Like, it's not gonna happen. But it kept happening. I just like the computer just got a bad hand. And like I just destroyed, like decimated. She was at like -7 by the time the turn was, because I just kept getting all these monsters out. And it was like the cheapest, laziest, saddest way to win. And I was the happiest person on the planet for it.
Indeed.
I didn't care that I didn't really earn it, but it was over.
He opened the door with the most smug face I've ever seen. He was just like,
I had the shit-eating grin of the greasiest used car salesman in the world. That is how happy I was. That is how smug and superior I was at that moment.
Is that happy? Doesn't sound...
It's a shit-eating grin, yeah. You've never heard that expression?
I've never heard that before.
Dude. I learned that freshman year in high school from a teacher, actually.
Oh, okay.
He was my AP Human Gov teacher, and I loved him.
Mr. Stapleton?
Yes.
Oh my god.
He had a magnet from like a used car salesman in New York, and he would just make jokes about the guy like, that kid's is a shit-eating grin. And I'm like, you understand me, Mr. Stapleton? Like, he kept the magnet around just to make fun of it. I loved him. He was like one of the greatest teachers ever because of that.
He was one crazy son of a bitch.
He was.
Oh, man.
That is my sad, depressing life. But Newsance, what's happened to you?
Okay. So, as we mentioned, I was in college. We're both in college. Because college. And I have to take calculus for my major. Hey, I'm okay with calculus. You know what? I enjoy math. That's why computer scientist. You have to enjoy math.
Why you are sad and depressed on the inside.
No, I'm sad and depressed because my calculus teacher is so awful. He's so bad at teaching calculus. It really sucks. Like, okay, so first thing in class, he's like, and he's foreign, like a lot of professors are, but his accent is just really, really thick and hard to understand things sometimes, most of the time, and it's very unfortunate for people who can't understand accents well, like me, because... anyways, and so he spent the first, I want to say, 15, 20 minutes of class going over this one homework problem. One.
Isn't that kind of like lowballing it for calculus homework problems? Like only 20 minutes?
It's not.
Oh.
No.
Life isn't made of stereotypes?
Because half of that was him, he got to an answer, and then he looked in the back of the book. It wasn't the same answer. Then he spent literally, we counted 5 minutes just staring at the board. Not even saying a word. And just looking over everything. He's just like...
See, this is why I liked my math teachers, because I had a college algebra math teacher. No, it wasn't college algebra. It was like algebra 2 with this guy named Mr. Battle, the greatest name ever.
Mr.
And
Battle.
when he got an
Mr.
answer
Battle
that
awesome.
wasn't the one in the back of the book, he would check over it. Or if he got it right, he'd be like, okay, book's wrong. Same thing with my physics teacher, actually. Mr. Angle. Except I actually believed he probably was smarter than the book.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Mr. Ingle, I can understand that. Because Mr. Ingle's like, why isn't he running the world already?
We had a teacher who, for most of his career, has been paid by the government to try to outsmart their bomb sniffers. He's like the scary smart physicist who could probably destroy a city if he felt like it.
He could destroy the world if he felt like it, really.
If anybody was going to become Dr. Doom, it would be him.
It would be.
But
he would have fun and not be all like, my mother is dead. I'm sorry. I just reduced Dr. Doom to a very
He is
low,
one of my favorite
squished
fictional characters.
Squished,
so you are full of bollocks. I loved her. I think Dr. Doom is actually in the right storylines, not in the movies, not most comics, but in the right storylines. He is one of the best complicated and fascinating villains in all of comics, and you are stupid.
I think this is the worst tangent I've ever seen. We just went from talking about a calculus teacher to Dr. Doom.
Oh yeah, so back to the calculus teacher.
Anyways, and then he would go through it, and then, I mean, eventually he solved it, but we're like, okay, get it. We need to learn things. And then he goes to teach this one concept. I already took calculus last year in high school, but the way that I got the score on the AP exam, I have to take it again, which actually, I got a 4 on the AP exam, which is 4 out of 5, and they still require you to take calculus 1 again, which is just how calculus works, because it's so sensitive and important to anyone who has to take it.
I love how also, just as a note, because I am the artsy film guy,
Yes.
I hate math, I hate everything about math, I hate programming, I hate things.
Ooh, you hate doing programming. Because
True.
programming, your computer wouldn't exist. I mean, just
Anyways, but I loved how, I hate math, I've always been kind of pretty bad at math, but based off of some of my test scores, my college tried to get me into calculus,
Yes.
which was, would have been bad.
Yes.
Would have been a disaster. Go on.
Anyways, and then he goes on to teach this one, concept for the rest of class, which was about an hour. In high school, our teacher taught it to us in 10 minutes, and we all got it perfectly fine. No one had any questions. We all got it. He took an hour.
Well,
It was so awful.
what if?
So now, okay,
What if?
my conspiracy
He
theory
had-
senses are tingling.
What if he had a horrible experience in high school with that subject? What if he wasn't gifted like you? What if he had a bad teacher in high school and it was this horrible experience that has stuck in his mind? This is the pinnacle of bad public education, and when I become a professor, I'm going to take all the time in the world to properly explain this, unlike that horrible teacher in high school, and you just don't understand the moral complexities of his character. What if Newsance? What if that's the case? What if he was just trying to help?
He's going to punch you in the face. He's 42. I think he could have worked this out by now.
You don't know. Some people, some problems stick with them.
40s.
Dude, there's a million Japanese and Korean revenge films about guys holding on to grudges for 90 years and stuff. You think he can't hold on to a grudge for 20 or 30?
You had to say Japanese and Chinese films.
I said Korean.
And Korean films, whatever.
Revenge films are very popular inside of Korea and Japan.
Are they?
It is an entire genre over there. Literally.
I didn't know that.
No, seriously, I'm being very serious. Like, revenge crime films are just massive over there. There's tons of them being made all the time. Go on to Netflix. Wow. It's like a never-ending wave of, like, this Korean revenge war, this Japanese revenge. It's all the time.
Okay. It was just funny.
I wasn't being racist.
I was just...
I was being serious. This is a thing in their cultures, and I was referencing it because I'm a really big fan of them.
Send your angry emails to willroarnewsance@gmail.com.
Shut up. I was being funny, and you had to ruin it.
I'm sorry. Anyways... It's funny because Will's been trying to excuse this guy. He's like, I need to find some way to make Josh feel horrible about himself for thinking about this teacher this way. And I'm like, he's like, well, maybe he's a graduate student and he's just he's just so caught up in other things. I'm like, he's like
okay,
50.
yeah, but that was before. But now I've got a pretty good theory that you can't disprove on the spot, even as stupid as it is. It is technically plausible. So...
Anyways, the point is, I am seriously thinking about just not going to that class and just reading from the book. Because I want to learn things.
How dare you try to be a productive member of society? We'll do unproductive members of society.
Yes.
That is our tagline.
It's gotten down to the point where the only way I can actually stay awake in that class is by going on Facebook.
I mean, you could just, like, pay attention. I love your face. I wish this was a video. I wish you were recording, because the face you just gave is so beautiful. In all its fury.
I physically cannot pay attention in that class. Like,
you can.
No.
You can if you just try hard. Just try harder.
Do you want to pay attention in that class, Will?
There's a reason why I skipped out on calculus.
Exactly, so don't even try that on.
I will come to you with that calculus class someday, and I will pay attention for you.
I have an empty water bottle in my hand, Will.
I've got an empty water bottle in my hand.
Empty water bottle fight.
Oh, God. Our stories just need to be their own show at this point.
On that note, I think this would be a good segue time into a musical of music breakness.
And since we are cutting out reviews for their own shows for your pleasures, there's only one music break. But
or we could play it at the end. Like one in the middle, one at the end. Fine. You know what? Fine. I see. Okay. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm gonna continue.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I am gonna continue.
No.
Because this needs to happen.
Continue.
I'm giving the first song to Newsance.
Oh, you're so kind.
Okay? So let me finish before you try to harass me.
You're so kind.
I am Mother Teresa incarnate as a lazy fat slob in the 21st century. I am the Mother Teresa of lazy fat slobs.
That's so... I'm so proud of you.
Me and Kevin Smith, we're soulmates.
Soulmates. Okay. Stop it.
So, what is Newsance gonna pick for the first news break of the new Willroar Newsance Show?
Okay. My song that I'm going to play is called...
You did not have this one prepared at all, did you?
No, I do.
Okay.
Excuse me.
I totally did not have a song picked out.
Oh, good.
I would have just picked one off the top of my head.
Just be like, what does the fox say?
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I know you wouldn't.
Human being. Unlike some people.
I'm not going to choose that song, I swear.
You better.
The song that I'm going to choose is a new one. It's called Beautiful Disaster by Mayor Levy, and it's featuring Daphne.
I don't
That's
know who
literally what it
those
says,
people
featuring
are.
Daphne. I don't either. I just saw the song and listened to it.
Most of those people, like, they're in pop songs. It's a big thing, like, featuring.
It's not a pop song, but I mean... It's also...
Well, like,
it's also...
Like, don't be like, and it says it like that. That's a common thing in music.
Okay. but it's all not in pop music. I mean, it is in pop music, but in I'm sorry, in EDM, which this is.
What EDM
electronic
is not a
dance
genre.
music. Yes, it is. Thank you very
It's
much.
called dance music.
No, actually, because it includes dubstep.
No,
and
it's not
includes
genre.
trance.
It's a subgenre now. You're getting into subgenres.
No, EDM encompasses house and dubstep and trance. That's what electronic dance music is.
It is a subgenre that is combining other genres to make its own. It's a subgenre. I'm not
Subgenres
letting-
are under.
There is yes.
It's above everything.
No. Above dubstep and stuff like that are subgenres of just electronic. Because there's a huge wide variety of subgenres
Which
to electronic.
the professional term is EDM for what people say electronic. I know these things, Will. I know these
No,
things.
you're just trying to sound smug. No, that's such bullshit. That is not a thing.
Look it up. Look it up. Look it up immediately. Look up EDM and look up definition. Anyways.
No, I'm sure it's a term, but is it an actual, like, professional thing? Baller.
Yes. Yes, it is.
It's fucking slang in your music
No.
world.
Oh, no, it's not. It's not slang.
Okay, what's jargon? There's about jargon in your music world.
Maybe. Anyways, let me go on. No. You look this up silently. You look this up silently, and then afterwards.
Padoop.
Okay, so my song is Beautiful Disaster, Mayor Levy, featuring Daphne. Enjoy. Mwah. Boop. Welcome back. Fine, don't say anything. Fine.
I'm calming myself in my rage against nuisance. Rage Against Nuisance. Oh my god, that's an awesome band title. Even though it's just Rage Against Machines, like Rage Against Nuisance, or like not, but like Rage Against Nuisances. That'd be cool.
That should be a band name. If it's a band name, make it, and then we get 20. We get 25 cents for everything you say.
Okay, hold on. Rage Against is really hard to type with one hand. Against. I don't know how to spell nuisances. Actually, I'm just.
Nuisance.
Bing
Boom.
fixed
Vocabulary.
it, and it's not a thing. So it'll be our band someday.
We'll make a band.
No,
It'll
we
be
won't.
an EDM band.
No.
Yes.
It's going to be an experimental band in which I perform music only live, no recordings live with your carcass. We will be an art house band. So there's news to discuss.
I think that's also illegal. But okay.
Okay, listen. There are far crazier things that have happened than that. And like, especially in Norwegian death metal bands, there's crazier stuff that has happened. Your eyes. Okay. This isn't a news story, but this needs to be told. Because see, I was listening to an interview with Robert Cargill. He was the writer of the movie Insidious. And he was talking about how while working on it, he did a lot of... he was trying to invent like a new mythos, like a new monster. Mm-hmm. He was taking inspiration from Norwegian death bands because they are people who are almost religious about being as metal as humanly possible.
Indeed.
They are insane. And he was talking about how he was doing research. He found this case where this bandmate had shot himself in the head in his apartment. And the other bandmate came over and found him there. And he didn't call the police right off the bat. He opened up the skull, took out the brain, and ate the brain because it would be metal, and then called the police. This is apparently a thing that has actually happened. Because that's how insane they are. So, this actually, yes. This is... Norwegian death metal is kind of, sort of freaky and weird and, not normal.
I'm gonna go cry.
So, yeah, it's weird. But on to the news. We're finally gonna get to the news.
Every
to the big news
has its thorns.
To the big news, like, does Australia's FIFA 14 ad contain any actual soccer? The answer, no.
Whoa.
I know. You see, in Australia, EA has put out an ad. Now, some people are speculating this was just done to go viral, and that might be true, but given EA's track record, I wouldn't be surprised if they were actually serious about this, because they've done dumber stuff.
Okay.
Like the Dead Space 2 ads, but that's a whole other story.
Yes.
So, in Australia, they aired like this 2.5-minute commercial.
Whoa.
And it was about celebrating the release of FIFA 14 All-Style. All-Style. We're Australian.
AU.
No, actually, it's actually the OZ.
Alabama University. What?
OZ, like Oz, like...
Oh, Aussie, yeah.
Yeah. So, but the ad, it's about this guy... Like, he was like this type of lifeguard, I guess. And he's explaining about how you need to get fit, gamers, because it's FIFA 14. You got to get fit to, like, I guess, hand off or play this game. It's really rushed and it's stupid. Mm-hmm. So he turns to, like, this pale, like, type of ginger chick with the Aussie accent with a large breast in a one-piece swimsuit with shorts on that has like the FIFA 14 logo on it. Mm-hmm. And she says, like, we're gonna walk you through like the FIFA 14 workout to get prepared. And it's like, it's strange how almost like 80s inspired it is. Like just the weird camera angles, how it's edited. It's like those weird like 80s like It's like got the girls and like with the weird things on their legs that are like leg warmers or something. I have no idea what they are.
Leg warmers. You got it.
Is that really what they call it? That's a stupid name. It's a stupid thing. Anyways.
It warms your legs.
Well, no! Oh, stop the presses, Newsance! Going on. So the whole ad is like this chick like giving these vaguely erotic like workout. Because gotta celebrating FIFA 14 all style. And just like, come on gamers, just shake it now. And it is ridiculous in every sense of the word.
Sounds like it.
And it's out there, and like, there's no soccer, there's no gameplay, there's no mention. It's FIFA 14. Here's some hot chicks doing workouts on a beach. Go buy our game. And now, once again,
I'd buy that game.
This is why, Newsance, you're not a productive member of society.
No, I wouldn't. I hate sports games. Because I'm bad at them more so than...
I agree. I mean, I don't think, like... I think, like,
they're not, like...
They're fun sometimes.
Bad. Yeah, I mean, like, I own, NFL 2K5, but,
Wait, you do?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't care about NFL.
I know.
So...
Also, NBA 2K3. Because I'm a nerd.
But yeah, and also just one last note about this, just to timestamp it forever, just so you didn't think, like, maybe future archaeologists will just pretend this was from the 80s. Mm-hmm. There's also a Gundam-style reference, where, like, they do, like, the horse thing in it as part of the workout to prepare for FIFA 14. Newsance is face palming right now. For good reason. Very good reason.
I'm going to go play soccer now. Excuse me.
So, but Newsance, what's going on your side of the world?
On my side of the world? Well, you only had one news story.
We go back and forth.
Fine.
I have a whole queue of news stories just in case.
Fine.
I have 1, 2, 3.
Fine.
I have like 3 other stories. I'm not going to get there, but
Good
they're there.
Good for you.
Something's always happening in gaming.
Good for you. I have articles.
I hope so.
From music-news.com, Miley, quote, "Weed is wonderful."
That's not a news story.
It is a news story.
No.
It's a news story.
I'm not acknowledging it as a news story.
It's
a random singer person said weed is cool.
Not just a random person.
Revolutionary.
Miley.
Listen.
Miley.
Doesn't matter if it's Miley. I will guarantee you at least 90% of the music business is doing weed as we speak.
Yes, they are. But none of them admit to it.
Some of them do.
Except for Miley.
Oh my god!
This is why she's innovative.
I hate music news. I hate music. I hate it all.
Now you understand my pain.
What?
Miley Cyrus thinks cannabis is the best drug on earth.
Okay.
The 20-year-old store has opened.
I would think, like...
Store. 20-year-old store.
Like, all the diseases, like, the drug that's used, like, to cure polio, I think that would be kind of cooler. Or better. Like, more productive.
Like, yeah. But no. No cannabis.
Or, like, our research on trying to cure AIDS and how far we've come.
It's the best drug. Will. Miley says so. Has opened up about her opinion on the drug, which is illegal in most countries, including the one she lives in.
Well, not all parts of it, though.
Okay, fine. Fine, maybe not California.
In Colorado.
In Colorado. But that's it. I think she moved to Colorado. That's the most logical place for a star to move that wants to smoke weed, right? Between California and Colorado.
On top of a mountain, you got nothing to do. Why not?
I guess.
Actually, have you ever flown over Colorado?
I've not.
It's weird because you think it mountains, but like literally half the state is flat as Montana, and then just mountains out of nowhere.
I don't think Montana's that flat, is it?
Whatever is a really flat state.
Kansas.
Okay, it's as flat as Kansas, and then it's like, oh,
Kansas
mountains out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. It's one of the weirdest things I've ever seen while flying over.
Awesome. Anyways, I love this article because it's like open up about weed, which is illegal, or cannabis, which is illegal in most countries and is also referred to as marijuana or weed. This is what this article states. I don't believe them.
Who wrote this article?
I don't believe them. Whatever it is, they're stealing it from Rolling Stones because it says, speaking to the latest issue of Rolling Stone magazine, Miley was happy to share her love of the substance and different experiences she has had in the past while taking different things. She also enjoys taking Molly, a street reference to MDMA, or ecstasy. For those of you who don't know, that one I might understand. But really, who doesn't know what marijuana and weed stands for? I mean, really.
What?
Okay, direct quote from Miley Cyrus.
What's weird? Are you writing that on the tally thing you got in your lap? What's that?
You got it out from one of those beeping things? Your beeping machines. As a talking cat would say.
We're not going to talk.
We're not going to talk about a talking cat. All right, another direct quote. I think weed is the best drug on earth. One time, I smoked a joint with peyote in it, and I saw a wolf howling at the moon.
Wait, what's peyote?
It's one of those. It's like that cactus that really.
Oh!
The really trippy cactus.
Oh, there's actually a movie with Michael Cera out about that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, she smoked a joint with peyote.
You know, I think if you're having experiences with that, I don't think it's the weed in that case.
Yeah.
I think it's probably the hallucinogenic cactus, or the magic cactus. As
She
movie.
boasted to the magazine. She boasted. Hollywood is a coke town, but weed is so much better. And Molly too. Those are happy drugs. Social drugs. They make you want to be They make you want to be with friends. You're out in the open. You're not in a bathroom. I really don't like coke. It's so gross and so dark. It's like, what are you, from the 90s? Ew.
Coke actually hit its bang in the 80s. I don't think she. That's why like 90% of gangster movies in the 90s that was
This makes me so frustrated.
What? I don't. Why? Like, wait. So she's like, I'm like, what is her goal here? To like, I'm actually cool because like I smoke weed but not cocaine. Like, okay, I guess that is better. I guess.
I don't know. Like,
well, no, I mean it is, but like, what's like, okay,
if
big
you had a
what
choice,
do
I
you do?
guess.
Yeah, I mean like, yeah, between them, like, yeah.
Neither's good. And it's a big thing, but I mean,
no, they're not. But it's like, and they'll be like, the weed's actually not that bad. It's still smoke in your lungs. Shut up. Anyways, but it's like, so like, what's the goal? Like, I don't like everyone.
I don't know.
You're not special if you do weed.
Here, at the end, she also talks about her, like, wagging tongue thing and, like, and that. But at the end, this is her quote. I want to be the cool chick that everyone wants to be friends with. Let that sink in.
No, it has. And it's actually kind of, like, depressing and how that actually makes a lot of reactions make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
You know, really kind of like...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's depressing.
I want the people who watch my shows or watch my videos to be like, she looks like the most fun person to hang out with ever. I want to be that girl's best friend. I want to party with her.
You know, I actually read...
This is so sad.
I read, like, a 3-page, like, editorial piece about like, analyzing, Miley Cyrus's basically cultural appropriation of, like, stereotypical black culture and like how she's using that, like the whole like twerking thing and like how she's dressing and a lot of the way she's talking, the way she's trying to show herself, and how she's literally said like like she's literally said like black culture isn't about race, like that, like she's actually like she's conscious of what she's doing, and like the editorial, and this was like a month back, was like trying to see it as like her trying to like sexually express herself, but really what we're learning here, it's just this sad girl who's just trying to find any way to be accepted and has found a culture that will dislike, and it's not like black culture, it's a really screwed up like stereotypical gangster culture that more than welcomes problems without actual productive change in you. And we were supposed to be funny. It's going serious and sad, and I feel bad for her now, actually.
Yeah.
It's like, wow. This actually adds like a layer of symbolism to Wrecking Ball, to be honest.
Yeah.
Which I actually enjoy, because I'm a horrible human being.
Yeah.
I don't like most of her songs, but Wrecking Ball, like, the lyrics are actually good. It's actually a well-done song, and this just makes it even sadder.
Yeah. That was actually the only interesting article I could find on the first page of this news site that I get most of the music news from. The rest is just boring stuff. Like, really boring. So you're welcome. We had a learning experience.
So Willroar Newsance breaking new ground in journalism.
Making you sad.
So, Newsance.
Yes.
Did you know Second Life is still a thing?
Second Life.
The game.
Is that
Simulation?
like Half-Life?
What? No.
Second Life. I'm making
No,
a
the
joke.
Linden Labs game, Second Life. It was like it's been around for 10 years. It's like this sort of MMO thing. You don't know what Second Life is?
Is that like one of those like social sims?
Yeah, it was like the
Okay.
first major one. Like this
Yeah.
was actually huge. Like news people cared about it. Like
Yeah.
in 06 and 05, like when it was really peaking, when people were, like spending tons of money, when like celebrities were like doing stuff in it.
All right. Okay.
And here's a big story. Second Life is getting a graphical overhaul for the first time in 10 years. They're updating their graphics. And they're adding lighting effects now. Proper lighting effects. And they're adding Oculus Rift support.
Oh my gosh! I want to do this now. I want to get an Oculus Rift and I want to play Second Life just because I want to feel like I'm not who I am. That's the sad part about this.
Okay, like so this is all quite sad, but the strange part is that they reveal that even though nobody has actually publicly talked about Second Life in at least 5 years, at least. I'm breaking the social taboo. I'm actually referencing Second Life in real life. Their user base, like the amount of people who log in each month, has been actually about the same for the past 8 years. Like since about 06, like
Really?
it's actually just like it hasn't dropped off. It hasn't gone, like it peaked and it stayed.
Really?
Yeah, so like there's actually still over like actually let me see if I can find the exact number. Okay, this isn't the best article about it. Somebody actually had it, but like hundreds of thousands of people still log in every month. People still care about their sex sim.
That's so weird.
Have you ever? Okay, well, obviously you haven't. I actually tried out Second Life once.
Really?
I actually went through it because I was curious. Like, I really wanted to know like what was up with this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I get on. You go through like a little tutorial island. It helps you through controls and like customizing. It's all kind of like it's like it's really in depth. Like it's kind of shocking like how like there's a meter for every little damn thing you can ever imagine and want to, and they can all be like ears like fucking the size of your head. It's weird.
Okay.
So you go through, and then you're like in this welcoming area, and you're going through it, and like immediately like there's stuff for you to like buy because like they use real money, Linden dollars, or Lindens, but whatever the hell they're called. Yeah. And it's like all this like really like vaguely sexual clothing. It's all like, okay, this is kind of weird, but okay. I'm just gonna move on. I'm gonna explore. Like, there must be other stuff going on. And there's like little bits. Like, there's people like playing like it's almost like they're trying to make a racing game in it, and it's not working.
Right.
But every town I go to, there is like tons of like virtual stores that are literally sex dungeons, and it was getting kind of creepy. And any public square, there was like both male and female avatars advertising like sex for Lindens. And maybe things have improved, but like it was just really creepy and uncomfortable. Like everything going on was basically
really...
like weird, creepy virtual dating and virtual sex.
That's
constantly.
kind of not...
And then like I went ahead and like cuz like you can like shift the gender of your avatar at will. So I did that just to see and was like bombarded anywhere I go cuz they went from male to female. And then you're getting bombarded by like people asking for like your avatar to be naked in front of them when they could literally, like... It is just so... Like... It's just weird, man. I saw some weird shit back in the day. I never logged on again, and hopefully I never will.
Don't know.
It's a weird game, but it's still a thing, enjoyed by
Apparently.
hundreds of thousands. And if you're a Second Life or whatever you call yourself, I'm sorry if I'm offending you right now, but your game's creepy. It's really creepy. You need to get a new game. Like, seriously, there are better games.
Else.
There are better games out there, I promise you.
This looks really disturbing.
You're looking at pictures? Yeah, it's creepy. It's your Second Life, Newsance. But...
This picture in particular.
So what we have here is a 90s porn star with the hair of, like, an afro that's not quite an afro.
A see-through bra.
A
see-through swimming suit.
with
bikini.
incredibly hairy chest.
Yes.
A child's duck inflatable around the crotch area, standing in a natural pose, quite pale white. Behind him, we have some lady in, like, an over-exaggerated colonial dress that, like, is, like, 5 times the width of her. There's a floating blue block of, I don't know, toilet party something. Porta potties, and then some guy standing awkwardly. You've got, like, it's on a wooden bench. Treetops, I guess.
Okay, here's what we should do. Since we actually put this on YouTube and stuff, you could actually just put these images in the video. If you want. I mean...
I feel like that would be mean.
Would it take so much work?
I think it would be mean.
I don't know.
I think it would be morally wrong.
Oh, to put this one in
Yes,
particular. Yeah.
put any of them.
I was thinking of, like, any pictures that we reference to, we could, like, put in and be like, hey, look at what we're talking about. Like, you know, I mean...
Whatever. We'll see.
We'll see. Okay.
I'll probably be lazy, but we'll see.
Okay. Because...
Since we're also recording this day, it's supposed to be out. There's also the rush.
Because...
And rendering takes a while.
It does take a while. But, I mean...
So, let's get off the Second Life, get back to the first life we have.
First Life,
which
yes.
Which
is making...
Podcast that no one listens to.
With another name. Because...
And our
I feel like that is a Second Life.
Okay, just whatever. What's your other news story?
My other news story, for all of you who've been keeping up, you know that Valve has released so many things in the past weeks, including the OS, and the Steam Box, and the Steam Box controller.
Yeah.
Which is really weird looking because it has no thumbsticks.
And it's beautiful.
It is beautiful looking.
It's
just also really weird looking as well. And so...
It's different.
It is very different, very. And so basically, this article on Kotaku says, is about how the internet is reacting. Just how it's reacting.
Oh, wait. Don't say anything. Let me take a wild guess here, okay? I've been on the internet for most of my life. Let me say, okay. So it's something different and weird from a popular company, and we're the broad reaction from the internet. Let me guess. Hyperbolic, annoyed, angry, death threats, possible rape threats, but there's no woman involved. It's a controller, but there's probably a fetish out there for it, so maybe no rape threats. But yeah, people are pissed off and angry, and they're being hyperbolic.
That's not really what they're going for in this case, actually. When they say how the internet's reacting. They're more reacting to the immense amount of Photoshops that have been occurring. Which is a lot.
Of what?
They're of the controller.
Okay.
The first one that they have up here is this great picture of the controller, except the little places where you put your thumbs have been replaced by Gabe Newell's eyes.
Okay.
That's what I said. Then we go down. Apparently this was the first one that they had, and it's like little little googly eyes. Where it was.
Okay.
And so basically someone was inspired and was like, let's replace it with Gabe Newell's eyes.
Okay.
Because they thought that humor would transfer over. It didn't much. I enjoy this one. This is putting a pair of underwear over the Steam controller because it looks like a male model when you do that.
Oh.
In a very creepy way.
Okay.
And then someone made a GIF that was like saying how Half-Life 3 is actually confirmed.
Well, okay, yeah, that's been, yeah.
Like with that, the Gabe Newell's eyes.
This whole week, people have just been
yeah.
waiting for Half-Life 3 to be announced.
Yes.
But they haven't done it!
But no, they're saying how the controller is secretly
I know.
conspiracy.
Literally, every single announcement, people have found a way to do
this one replaced Wally's head with the controller.
Actually, I can
kind of
kind of see it, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Needs more dirt.
A little more dirt. This one replaced it with the stereo from the Say Anything poster. Because why not?
So this is just like a meme now? Like
apparently, just photoshopping it into different things that it looks like. Also an owl.
Well, that would make sense.
That actually looks like an owl. I like this GIF that goes through like owl pictures and then it goes to the controller. Because I don't know.
We don't need to share every picture in this long article.
Anyways, it's just talking about like all these different pictures. I like that one. It's like saying, how is this going to work? And it's like got this two hands coming out of the thumb. But yeah, and then it's just going through like how people are reacting, like some people disappointing in Half-Life 3, and then some people just being really silly about it. Some people tweeting like what, you know, what they're doing. Some people are happy about it.
We've only been waiting 6 years.
Yeah, I know, Will.
Long years, and they've been teasing us constantly. Like, here it goes, like, oh yeah, we're doing some stuff. We can confirm that Half-Life 3 is actually going to reveal everything about the G-Man, and then we're going to go quiet for another 3 years.
Yep.
I might be a little emotionally invested in the Half-Life series, possibly.
Maybe a little bit. This one guy said on Twitter, maybe the Steam controller will good. Maybe it will be bad. Who knows? Will it be better than the GameCube controller? Never.
The controller was, I don't understand. Is that supposed to be a joke?
I don't know either. I sat there staring at that comment for so long. I was like,
it had a bit too many buttons on it, but it's nothing like just the mind screw like the Nintendo 64 controller was.
Gosh, that
was... But I don't.
Yep.
So the internet is being stupid again.
It says that, well, the Steam controller looks pretty horrible for any game that uses a D-pad.
Which is stupid, because it's just D-pads underneath there. So, it's just, it's
There's
not...
gamepads on the back, I mean?
No.
D-pads.
Under, those big circles.
Mm-hmm.
They're, that's layered on top of
down.
a D-pad. Yeah, you press down,
And then, it's also... That's so great.
Yeah. Which is why
amazing.
people are stupid, because I've actually been hearing that complaint a lot about this. What about all the great games that use a D-pad? First off, you're part of 5% of people who use a D-pad, and you're silly. Second off, there's a D-pad in there. You can press down inside just like a normal D-pad. Third off, you're being stupid.
I think you said that already.
And fourth off, you're still being stupid, so shut up. Willroar, king of the internet. People need to listen to me, and everything would work out just fine.
One person stated how the Steam controller reminds them of Hoot Hoot.
What?
It's a type of Pokemon. You're so uncultured, Willroar. Really.
I'm gonna break in your skull if you dare question my love for Pokemon. As a child, I obsessed with Pokemon. I played through Red, up through to Emerald. I watched the entire TV show, watched all the most of the movies. I watched up to 4 Life, and then I just stopped after that.
So why didn't you not know what a Hoot
Because
was?
It's the first time I've talked about Pokemon in a while. But that's part of my childhood. Don't screw with my childhood, boy.
You're welcome.
Boy. But speaking of which, my next verse actually deals with Valve.
Well, look at how that connects out perfectly.
Yes. And we're going to round off today with surely the most shocking of news we've encountered. Surely, what could be more shocking than Microsoft is watching Valve, says Harrison. What? People are actually paying attention to what Valve's doing? A major corporation's paying attention to what Valve's doing? This is a news headline.
A very innovative company that does a lot of innovative things.
Harrison, formerly a major figure within Sony's PlayStation operation, is now corporate vice president of Microsoft, running the company's London studio. Valve is a very impressive company, and obviously we're going to be watching what they do with great interest, he said in an interview with Eurogamer. This week, Valve dropped 3 announcements. It's SteamOS, Steam Machines, new game controller, no Half-Life 3, all designed to give the company a bigger stake in the living room. I think that the video game console was prematurely announced, he added. Clearly, there's a lot of excitement around gaming in the living room on the biggest screen in the house, often connected to a great sound system, and creating the real, intensely high-quality game experience with a very powerful CPU and a very powerful GPU. Our point of view, clearly, is that Xbox One is the best incarnation of that. But competition is good, he said. And then the article ends out of nowhere. Because this writer had no idea what he was doing. But that's a news story. What do you know? Microsoft is paying attention. Well, I think the bigger news story would have been if they had said, yeah, we don't really care about Valve. That would have actually been a news story.
Yeah.
Like, this at least shows, like, okay, Microsoft is at least, like, aware of the world around them.
Right.
I don't know how they're not learning from the world around them at all.
Nope.
But, so...
Whatever, I mean...
Points for Microsoft, really.
Bing, 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 bing.
Bing-a-ding-ding.
Ding-a-ding-ding-ding.
So that is all the news you didn't need to hear.
I have one more very, very, very short story. It's not really a... It's not a story, it's partially news.
This is a long news segment.
It is a long news segment. But it's a segment of its own. So really, it's excused when you think about it.
Okay, but the whole point was that this wouldn't keep being an hour-long podcast.
Oh, fine, then. One last story. It's very, very, very short. Essentially, the guy who does the most interesting man in the world, you probably all know him. If you don't, look him up. It's the De Equis. I'm not sure how to pronounce
Dos
it.
Equis.
Dos Equis, yeah. That he played a red shirt in an episode of Star Trek.
This is not news.
I never knew this.
This is news to you and you alone.
I bet I could find 5 people who didn't know this.
Okay, this is like random trivia that just happened to be published this week.
It was just a thing that I found last minute, and I was like, oh, that might be interesting to say. I just didn't know it ever.
So,
whatever. I'm sure most of the people who watched this didn't know that.
You mean all 2 of them?
Yes.
Hey, dislike this if you do this. So that's...
Like, favorite, subscribe if you didn't know who these people were and what he did.
So that is the Willroar Newsance Show. Without a theme, new and improved. Still probably going to be the same length, but that's okay, I guess.
Yeah.
So thank you for your time, and we
you.
will actually be returning quite shortly with a review of something mysterious, something crazy, something that you'll find out.
You'll have to watch the episode.
Yup. So, stay tuned, everyone.
Bye-bye!
Just end it!
It's ended. Fine. Gosh.